order?
This is not a cheap tie. Most people want to be cajillionaires. That's the dream. That's how they get you hooked. Hooked on sugar, hooked on caffeine. Ha ha ha, cry, cry, cry. Me, I prefer to just skip.
Name?
Bond. James Bond.
This week on Flix of the Week, I'm looking ahead to the second half of the year at 4 movies set to be released in the coming months. The first movie on my list is Cajillionaire, directed by Miranda July, starring Evan Rachel Wood, Deborah Winger, and Richard Jenkins. The film, which is due out in theaters September 18th, is centered around a family of con artists whose carefully constructed scheme is threatened when they invite a stranger along for their latest heist. I'm looking forward to this movie because it's the type of independent, original story movie fans are constantly clamoring for in the era of Marvel movies and streaming originals. Next up is The Trial of the Chicago 7. Written and directed by Aaron Sorkin, it's based on the true story of 7 defendants charged by the federal government in connection with anti-Vietnam protests at the 1968 Democratic National Convention. Sorkin originally wrote the screenplay in 2007, but the film feels well situated for its October release, considering the ongoing situation in Portland and the upcoming election. The third movie is Ron Howard's Hillbilly Elegy, which comes out on Netflix in November. Based on the memoir by J.D. Vance, Hillbilly Elegy is a modern account of the American dream told through the eyes of a lower-class white man living in Middle America. The final film on my list is No Time to Die, the 25th installment of the James Bond series and the last film starring Daniel Craig as 007. I included one major studio release because the big question plaguing the movie industry right now is, will movies like No Time to Die and Tenet, with huge budgets that need to be seen on the big screen, actually get released in theaters this year? And if those movies don't have a theatrical release, what does that mean for the future of movies? We'll find out in the coming months, but with a budget of $250 million, No Time to Die doesn't have much of a margin for error.